first obviously tour with Kobra Cherry. How did that happen?
Good hustling by our manager.
Really?
Yeah.
As simple as that?
Well, it's not exactly a simple process,
Well,
but the
obviously,
idea
but-
is simple. Yeah, our management team, which is 98% of the way lifted by one person, the manager Susan. She's amazing at that. She works day and night trying to get stuff for us. And tours are like really hard to get. It wasn't the only one we were trying to pick up, but it's the one we get signed on to. And I mean, we work with ITV,
Right.
they're a booking agency, and Butcher is also with ITV. So it lined up.
Stable, mate.
Yeah. We finished up with Steel Panther across Europe.
Chloe, you like that. Our daughter who's 6 is a huge Steel Panther fan.
Okay.
Whether that's wrong at 6 years old, loving Steel Panther, I don't know.
It's not.
I personally don't think so. My school teacher says something different, but
Yeah, but you have to realize that their show is a show. It's for entertainment value, right? And they're actually like ridiculously good musicians, great songwriters, and really nice guys.
I mean, I did notice on the Manchester gig, I noticed on your laminates you have the Steel Panther one on
Yeah, it's kind of a thing we do. We just keep all our laminates on until we go home.
Yeah, it was just like I noticed that. It was one question that now you mentioned, I thought, I've got to mention that, Chloe be stoked. So yes, obviously, I'm guessing you've not seen Kobra Cherry's live show because you've been packing everything away.
Oh no, I've watched it.
Have you?
Yeah. We try and pack our stuff away. Sometimes we can't, while we're playing. But yeah, I watched it. I'll probably catch it again tonight. I've got a lot of respect for those guys. They're they've had a really good career up till now. They're still going, and that's kind of fun.
So is this your first UK tour, or have you been here before? Because I know you
This
played
is our
Downloads.
third time here this year.
Oh, don't look so happy about being here. Gee.
No, so the first time we did Download, and that was it. We were on a festival tour at the time, so we were like every
All over
weekend we were
Europe.
doing like 3 festivals. So we did Download then, and then we came back in August to do. We did Aachen in Germany, and then came here to do Bloodstock.
Oh, gee, we got offered to do Bloodstock full
Yeah,
thing,
we
but I
couldn't
couldn't
do it.
get work out. Oh, we've seen you before. But anyway.
Yeah, it was great. It was actually that's a great festival. I really enjoyed that. And while we were here at the time, we actually released our disc in August when we were here. So we actually did our CD release gig out here
Right.
at that time. And we went home again, and now we're back.
Now, I'm going to ask now you mentioned about Bloodstock, obviously you've done that Bloodstock down at the big festival. How do they compare with this? Because obviously this is a winter festival.
Yeah, I mean the vibe is kind of different for sure because those summer festivals are everyone's camping outside in their tents and it's open air. You're outside. Everyone's on the grass in front of you or the mud.
Well, yeah.
In the puddles. But it's great. Like the vibe is good because everyone here has gathered into this sole location for the sole purpose of enjoying, in this case, heavy metal music or rock music, whatever's going on. So, whether the festival's in the winter or in the summer doesn't really matter. It's great that people are here and enjoying, a weekend off, listening to some good music.
Now I'm going to ask a very specific question now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you the reason why I'm going to ask it. I bet you can preempt why I'm going to ask it. I'm going to show you that card.
Say what?
Yes.
As I'm an official fan club member, and the question I'm liable to ask of your tour, you do the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Now, that is an amazing cover.
thanks.
I've got to be honest, I was absolutely stoked. When I first heard it, I'm like, Iron Maiden, my favourite band of all time.
Yeah, are we going to ruin it? Or?
And I've got to be honest, it was amazing. So how did that come about? Wanted to cover that? Because I know on YouTube there's footage you were doing, like,
And then, we were doing Heaven and Hell earlier this year, the Dio stuff. We wanted to change it up because we run Dio pretty hard this year because we've been doing Heaven and Hell in our festival circuits and stuff. And then at Bloodstock, we actually did a second acoustic show in the Jägermeister tent where we played 3 Dio songs acoustically.
Right.
And a Tenacious D song and one of our own, just for shits and giggles. And so I mean, we were coming back and we were playing, with this Buck Cherry tour. The band Howling is opening. We're being sandwiched in between 2 rock and roll bands, and we're a metal band stepping on a stage in front of a primarily rock and roll crowd. You get your metalheads in there, but I think it was a good decision to throw something that people can connect with a little bit. If they're not into our music, or a lot of those people had never heard of us before, give them something to breathe with, because sometimes I think it might be hard for people to kind of figure out where we're coming from, and then when they hear us do a Maiden song, and then they hear us play another song, they're like, hey, well, there's some similarities between what we're trying to do with that.
Like I say, it's in front of a UK audience playing a classic Iron Maiden track.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, I mean, I noticed it in Manchester. People stood there kind of, yeah, it's not really, I think, and all of a sudden, you burst into the Wick Man. I was like, oh, it's kind of like, oh, here we go again. Again, Newcastle. It just seems to line up. It's kind of, it was just that moment, and I just thought, I've got to laugh.
Yeah. And I mean, Maiden was like, it wasn't like an obvious choice out of a bunch, but yeah, stereotypical. Where a lot of us got into metal through those roots. The traditional like Iron Maiden, the Judas Priest, the Sabbath way. I'm not gonna say we idolize, because it's a weird word that I don't really like, but I have so much respect for those guys and what they've done for metal music. And, to pay tribute to that is okay with me.
Well, like I said, you've got the thumbs up from me, because like I said, I couldn't follow the cover whatsoever. I loved its pieces. I was singing along and everything. So, now, your Ibanez.
Yeah.
Are you endorsed by Ibanez?
Not yet.
Because I noticed, obviously, I've gone off I'm more of a bass man now.
Yeah.
It's obviously had the Steve Vai little cutout. Which model is it you play?
I'm playing one. I've got two Steve Vai jams, and I've also got an old RG 770 from like '91. And the two gems I've got one of the white ones, which is just the Gem 7. That's only a few years old. But I have a blue one. It's a blue floral pattern. That one's from 1991 as well. They only made that for about 4 years, 91 and 94. It was actually a pretty rare model. It took me like 8 months to find it.
Really?
Yeah,
It looks amazing on stage.
Thailand that had one.
I mean, we've got some pictures from the Manchester, and just with it as you playing the solos, it's kind of like it just seems to fit right and perfect.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason why I got them honestly was must have been 5 years ago. I was working at a guitar store just part time. No, I don't bring our guitar. We had this gem on the wall, and I actually always thought they were really goofy looking guitars, like growing up, like whatever. But I played one, and it was.
To be honest with you, I think it's the cutout that makes it people that.
Yeah, and the flowers. I mean, not everyone's into that whole thing, but it's when I played that thing, it was one of the best guitars I'd ever played, and I immediately wanted one. They're really pricey. It took me a long time before I could afford.
Well, there we go. We need to get an endorsement started for you.
Yeah, well, we're going to work on it. I mean, we've been more busy this year. We've actually been so busy this year that we haven't had time to get that stuff sorted out. And our big push for this band has happened this year. And as soon as we're back home, after I tour in the States, which we're going after in the UK. We're going to get together some packages and talk to some people. And Black Star's been working with us for a while. As I'm wearing this hat here, and I really like their team has been really supportive. So good to have them on our side. And I'd love to talk to Ibanez.
So obviously you mentioned the American tour straight after you finished with us. What else are the plans for next year?
Well,
You're official, how to say.
I can't say much because
nothing confirmed as yet.
Yeah, everything's in the works, and the way that stuff kind of works is, you get your biggest gigs booked, and then when those are done, you have to, do the infos around them. We had tremendous success for us doing festivals this year, so it's something that we'll do again next year.
I was going to say, it's not often you hear that bands have done download ample stock in the same year.
Yeah.
So that, and it's all.
I don't know how it's going to work because I know a lot of festivals don't like to book the same band twice in a row, which makes tons of sense. We played so many festivals this year. We're going to have to get all the ones that we didn't do. But there'll be that. We just released our record here in the UK and Europe in August. It's not even released, and Japan actually. It's not even released in North America yet.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to tour this record for a while.
Yeah.
We have to really, a lot of work and money went into making this album, so we're going to milk it, as much as we can, which is why it makes the most sense.
I hope this doesn't sound awful to any Airborne fans out there, but obviously Airborne on their album No Goes No Go, they milked that for about 3 years.
And if they can, they should. Honestly, if you're still gaining momentum, upwards with
Like
the
I say, it
record.
was not meant as any offence. It was just that
Yeah.
it just seems, admittedly, the fans will keep coming back for the.
It's amazing. It's great when bands can do that. I think Ghost is like another band. I love those dudes. They released their record like 2-3 years ago now, and they're still going hard on that.
Well, you're more than welcome to come back, especially around to Manchester more often.
Yeah.
Because we'll be there straight away to come and see you.
But touring, next year we'll be releasing in North America, I think, around the springtime. So we're going to make a point of touring around Canada and the USA, but all the festivals are here in Europe, so we're going to come back here for sure.
Fantastic. So we just need to watch this space, and when you announce, we're going to share it with the world.
Yeah.
Awesome. Many thanks for that interview.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you.